This video was created to assist DKG editors and webmasters in navigating copyright. The information is for use as guidelines and is not to be seen as legal advice. Why this video? For most of us, if we did receive copyright instruction in school, it was very basic and the laws have changed. The Internet has made the ability to borrow and cut and paste information very easy. We want to inform and protect our membership from copyright infringement lawsuits. Although we will be talking about United States copyright in this video, all countries have copyright laws and some are very similar to the United States. There is an international copyright agreement called the Berne Convention that mandates equal treatment of copyrighted works by Berne signatories known as the Berne Union. It requires member countries to recognize copyrighted literary or artistic works in the same way that its national copyrights are recognized. All DKG countries belong to the Berne Union. There are some common beliefs. Anything you find on the Internet is copyright free. If there isn't a copyright symbol on the published work, it is permissible to use without permission. It is acceptable to use a copyrighted work as long as you cite your source. I copied it from a book I owned, so I can copy or post it. We are a not-for-profit organization, so it is acceptable to use this since we will not profit from the use of the copyrighted material. If I get caught using something that is copyrighted, I will just claim ignorance and nothing will happen. Anything found in Google Images is copyright free. Unfortunately, many believe these are true, but they are all false statements. So what is copyright? Someone holding copyright has the legal rights to be the only one to reproduce, publish, and sell a book, musical recording, or other creative works for a certain period of time. In the U.S., it depends on when the work was first copyrighted, how long the copyright is in effect. Works created on or after January 1st, 1978 have a term lasting for the author's life plus an additional 70 years. All works published in the United States before January 1st, 1923, copyright protection has expired and they are in the public domain. Works copyrighted between these two periods have different expiration dates depending on if they renewed their copyright. So what is covered by copyright? Literary works, musical works including any accompanying words, dramatic works including any accompanying music, pantomimes and choreographic works, pictorial, graphic, and sculptural works, motion pictures and other audiovisual works, sound recordings, architectural works, so basically anything of a creative nature. What isn't covered by copyright? Titles, names, short phrases, and slogans, familiar symbols or designs, mere variations of typographical ornamentation, lettering or coloring, mere listings of ingredients or contents, ideas, procedures, methods, systems, processes, concepts, principles, discoveries, or devices, as distinguished from a description, explanation, or illustration. works consisting entirely of information that is common property and contains no original authorship. For example, standard calendars, height and weight charts, tape measures and rulers, and lists or tables taken from public documents or other common sources. How do I find content for my newsletter or website? The safest method is to use materials that you or one of your members have created. If that isn't possible, try to use materials in the public domain. A work of authorship is in the public domain if it is no longer under copyright protection or if it failed to meet the requirements for copyright protection. Works in the public domain may be used freely without the permission of the former copyright owner. If those two fail, look for something with a Creative Commons license. Works licensed with a Creative Commons license are copyrighted works that their creator and/or copyright holder have released certain permissions for reuse without having to contact them. Here is a chart of what the different Creative Commons symbols represent. The first license, with the figure on it, lets you distribute, remix, tweak, and build upon the creator's work, even commercially, as long as you credit the creator for the original creation. The second license, with the equal sign added, allows for redistribution, commercial and non-commercial, as long as it is passed along unchanged and in whole with credit to the creator. The third license, with the $ crossed out and the curved arrow, lets you remix, tweak, and build upon the creator's work non-commercially as long as you credit the creator and license your new creations under the identical terms. The fourth license, with the figure and curved arrow, lets you remix, tweak, and build upon the creator's work even for commercial purposes as long as you credit the creator and license your new creations under the identical terms. The fifth license, with the figure and the $ crossed out, lets you remix, tweak, and build upon the creator's work non-commercially, and although your new works must also acknowledge the creator and be non-commercial, you don't have to license your derivative works on the same terms. The sixth license, with the figure, $ crossed out, and the equal sign, is the most restrictive of the 6 main licenses, only allowing you to download the creator's works and share them with others as long as you credit the creator, but you can't change them in any way or use them commercially. Where can I find Creative Commons materials? On the International Communications and Publicity Committee webpage, you will find a document called Copyright Primer, which contains hyperlinks to different resources of Creative Commons works, contains information on how to use the advanced search feature on Google Images to find images you can use, and other information to help you in understanding copyright. Finally, as a last resort, when only something that is copyrighted will work, you need to contact the copyright holder and get written permission to use their work under the conditions they specify, and there might be a licensing fee. Do not use if you do not receive written permission. Information on what information to include when contacting a copyright holder can be found in the Copyright Primer document. Make sure to keep the permission from the copyright holder in your files. More information on copyright and Creative Commons can be found at these sites. We hope you have a clearer understanding of these topics now.